Hello, YouTube. I'm George, and this is the Happy Chronicles. So, what is your motivation for bicycling? Well, ever since I was 5 years old, this has been my go-to. This is my favorite. This is what's fun for me. And, it's cheap fun. Although I do own 9 bikes, which I ride 2, because they're my favorites. Yeah, you fellow cyclists with a group of bikes, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't, you might someday. Hopefully I can motivate you to actually get to that point in your life. However, there are other factors. Let's just take a look at the biggest. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. I always do a Sunday ride. And I'll tell you what, weather's good today here in California. We got other cyclists out. We got families out. Oh yeah, a little exploration. Oh yeah, there you go. And I'm pushing 60 years old, so I've got health issues. I've got injuries. Hell, I'm still recovering from my bike accident this year. Got hit by a car on my birthday. That sucks. You can look at the videos. I got hit by a car and the helmet saved my life video. That'll kind of explain it. And, good news from the lawyer. I actually recovered. Getting paid. It's a hard way to make money, but, when you get paid and the lawyer actually comes through, that's good. Takes a while, but yeah, there are motivations. Money from a lawsuit's not one of them, but the actual recovery from the lawsuit or from the injury, that's huge. Okay? Now, as I've said in a lot of videos, I ride an electric bike now. Just been getting old, and quite frankly, electric bikes are pretty damn awesome. If you haven't been on a bike in a long time, it's a great way to get back into it. If you're a commuter, God, why would you not be riding an electric bike to and from work? It just makes sense. And there's some other factors too, like, sharing with others, riding with others. Oh, look at that, on the 2-on-1 on a scooter. It's always fun. Yeah, I love our bike trails here in California. Most states have a really good trail system for bicycling and pedestrians. Hell, here in California, believe it or not, the equestrians can actually use these trails. But you have to have the poop bag on your horse. Because, we can't have horse crap all over the place. That wouldn't be good. And, as far as, keeping fit and, just enjoying your life, get out. The outdoors. I have grandkids. They play sports. They ride their bikes. They're outside. Mostly because they're teenagers now, and, they have their own lives. But the parents, my son and his wife, they're awesome people. They do good things, and they motivate their children to do good things. And if you motivate your kids by getting out and riding a bike with them, wow. I mean, let's just think about that, outdoor activity, exercise. Your kids aren't obese and have diabetes. That's a big thing in today's world. We have become this kind of a lazier society in general. Now, I know somebody's going to comment on that and say that's not fair, but it's a fair assessment, I see families riding all the time. I see everybody out enjoying. I see people that are overdoing it because, that's that crowd. But that's cool, man. That's their motivation, As far as the mental part of it, I mean, just getting out and getting a walk, getting, some activity. I had a conversation on my Facebook with my baby sister's dear friend growing up. And she's a little dismayed with the fact that people don't get out. She gets out. She says hello to people. She, has the motivation to do so. She stays fit. She's a kind and gentle person. Janice, I hope you're watching this. And, it kind of got me to this point of making this video. What motivates you? What gets you going? We're always going to live in troubled times. And it's the world in general. Not just America, not just any other country. It's all of us. We're human beings. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you do, we're all human beings. And, that's what plays out. And I think we've become kind of reclusive to ourselves. And we've, become too much of the internet and social media. And, it's definitely affecting people in a negative. I use social media for a positive. I don't make rude comments. I use it as my psychiatrist. But I think that too many people do. You got to get out. You got to see people. You got to talk to people. If I weren't videoing right now, I'd be talking to the people that are sitting here at the light, waiting for it. And I've had some great conversation. I've met some wonderful people doing that. I've met other riders. I've done, some great intellectual conversations. But you got to get out and do it. And if you don't have the motivation to do it, think about that. I want everybody to just get outside, take a walk. If you have that bike in the garage, get it out, pump the tires up, borrow a bike. Go for a bike ride on your local path and figure it out. I think your motivation will finally come to you, and you're gonna thank yourself for it. Not me. You're gonna thank yourself for it. And it's gonna be a wonderful thing. Maybe a wonderful new experience. You get out and ride with others. Enjoy the lovely outside. I live here in San Francisco Bay Area in California. It's a crazy place. A lot of crazy people. But you wouldn't know that unless you actually get out and talk to people. So, with that, everybody, I don't want this video to go too long. And get out and do it. Nobody can do it for you. Peace.